being produced, so those fire bats, yeah, going to be able to take care of those zerglings. Ouch. Ouch. Having to lift off the command center, though, and as you can see, the entire economy absolutely destroyed, ravaged by that Zergling force. And we'll see if there's any. Looking for the upgrades. Spire now from White, and now try to even things up. Brown is starting to push out with the Zealot force. Now he's going at Red, the single lurker down, and a handful of Zerglings. Honestly, he could push if Blue and Red join up and decide to push on Red's. Or I'm sorry, if Blue and Brown decide to. If Broodwar.cz decides to go and push on our friend, I think this is Pimpmoo. If they push on Pimpmoo, he could be in a bit of trouble. Instead, it looks like they're opting to try to break down White's front door, and it's just not going to happen. Now they're starting to push back. Now they're starting to think about Mr. Moo, but it looks like already, Pimpmoo, but a second lurker is already there. Probably another lurker here in just a second, and those 3 lurkers plus kind of the cliff advantage. Single Zergling Scout starting to push up. And yeah, Blue trying to recarry his economy, but it was definitely extremely far behind. And as soon as the Spire comes up, we're probably going to see Starfeeder taking it. Archons in the meantime being produced. So you see an Archon, robotics facility as well. So Templar production. Haven't seen you in a while. Sorry, I haven't checked back. 3 gateways down. Archon, really devastating. Now we're going to see a nice front door, nice Zealot. Medic Marine Firebat combination attack, scanning, seeing that the lurkers are down, now pressing in those. Wow, looks like the speed upgrade just finished there, and yeah, this is absolutely going to crumble for Red. So we'll see how much he ends up losing in the meantime. Zergling streaming down, but honestly, that's not going to be all that effective here. Trying to pull up the lurkers and push up in the meantime. I think they would be better served going after another base. This natural expansion is definitely going to go down. Overlord getting hit, and see, it looks like he's just going to camp. They're going to camp from the inside, and yeah, it's just not enough. Archon coming down as well. Brown's looks like he's trying to secure another expansion for him. So in one foul swoop, coming right back in the game. Desperately, looks like he's trying to produce some Mutalisks here, and in a lot of trouble. He's basically going to be out of the game as soon as these units push in. Looks like they're pushing in to test for lurkers and just realize, wait, there's nothing there, and now we're starting to attack everything in the area. A couple Mutalisks being produced, and we'll see how many Mutalisks are being produced on the opposite side. I don't see a lot of Mutalisks out in the field, only a single Mutalisk here, mostly Zerglings. A couple Mutalisks otherwise, just kind of running them out to get hit, though, it looks like. And now we're going to see an all-out attack on Brown, but it looks like, with these cannons, he's going to be well prepared for that attack. Zerglings and Mutalisks on all, and Red in the meantime is going to get dropped out of this game. So bad news for Starfeeder, pushing the Zerglings in, but those Zealots and those cannons easily going to be able to handle them, and Mutalisks coming sometime after. So yeah, it looks like Broodwar.cz is going to end up taking this game unless something miraculous happens for Starfeeder. Looks like he did manage to get some Mutalisks inside, but with that Archon there and that Dragoon, they're going to be chased off pretty easily, and honestly, that's not a huge amount of Mutalisks. They're not too worried because, yeah. So Red basically out except for this Extractor. So it's basically 2 versus 1 at this point. Oh, and he does have some Mutalisks, but yeah, now as soon as that Extractor goes down, he's going to be out. He's trying to hit this, just trying to go hunt, do what he can, and I appreciate that, doing as much as he can for his teammate. Mutalisks getting murdered left and right here, holding out to the very end as best he can. Still trying to harass the secondary, but honestly, it's not going to be enough at this point. So actually, let's speed up here to ×2. Instead, going to focus and try to get one more player out, joining up with what forces he has left. Oh yeah, I managed to get a creep colony down, so now he has those Mutalisks in. It looks like they might be able to take out Blue, but I don't think it's going to be enough, because when it drops to 1 versus 1, yeah, you're going to see this big attack here, and yeah, just I don't think these three sunks and these Zerglings are going to be enough here. Retreating as he was trying to get his secondary down. So Blue, first of all, he's going to be able to support with these Medic Marines no matter what, even though he's essentially out of the game. This Mutalisk force starting to push up towards, as you can see, starting to fly around, see what they can do, is not going to be enough to basically take this entire base out. Looks like they're trying to prevent that 3rd expansion from going up. Single Mutalisk now for Pimpmoo. Going to do what he can with it, I guess, do a little spotting here and there. Just going to take care of what's left of Blue here in the meantime. Barracks being lifted off in the meantime to do some spottage. I'm surprised he didn't push in. Instead, just going to make sure that he seals the economic advantage, but honestly, the game's pretty much over either way. So it's really ahead technologically and otherwise. And yeah, Mutalisks just aren't going to cut it against this superior Protoss force. The Zergling's being produced in the meantime, just going after what he can. A couple lurkers out in the meantime. I'll slow it back down as we're getting back towards the end of it. Looks like we've got Overlord upgrade going. Sorry, voice jacking up again. Secondary, just trying to take care of that barracks so he doesn't get the spot information. But in the meantime, Brown just expanding. Still has this medic marine force out. Doesn't look like they're going to bother taking out blue. Blue floating out to make sure, just doing the spot information, just making sure there wasn't a drop on that secondary. Queen's Nest going down, so it looks like he's going to tech the hive, but really he does not have. Going to expand at the 6 o'clock location as well, but Dark Templar are going to spot it out and take care of that. Honestly, with this he's not going to have the gas to support that hive whatsoever. Not going to be able to use really any higher tech units. This Overlord now being useful, going to spot the bottom right hand quarter, making sure again that these island expansions haven't been taken by either Brown. Brown now starting to push up with blue to probably do what, as you can see with the time bar, the final assault of the game here. And yeah, as you can see, white just probably, and Dark Templar actually being, I missed that, Dark Templar being dropped in the base, and that's just additional garbage, because ouch, it's just going to be trying to get 2 evolution chambers down, but he's already down as far as level 1 armor, level 1 weapons, and this, it doesn't help having all your units kind of in the background while a large attack force is kind of pending and waiting in the background. These drones starting to get it looks like they managed to get a drone and a couple Zerglings here, and actually pulling out the front, because I think I'm not sure if he realizes, but I think suspects saw this attack force coming in the front, and that's going to be it for Starfeeder. Going to end up losing the first match here, getting crashed down on the front. Yeah, it's just absolute Zerg massacre. All that blood on the ground. Nose. And there you go. GG called right there. Unfortunately, it doesn't pick up text in the game. So let's move on right to game 2.